Hi, I'm Valerie,
And I'm Taylor,
and welcome to
Whimsy Gossip,
where we talk all things fantasy.
and our favorite ways to escape reality.
Today's episode,
We have the one and only TikTok famous Mairsyy, who does all of our voiceover work for all the audios that we have gotten to create for so long now. And we are so excited to have him on our podcast.
Oh.
He's our first ever virtual international guest.
Makes me sound cooler than I am.
you
I
are
don't
cool.
think so.
You're the coolest. I feel like the Whimsy Gossip Mairsyy partnership is just like iconic now. Like we're just a
definitely.
thing.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. I remember when we first created I think it was Cassian or Resand audio.
It was
Sal
Cassian.
had said, was it Cassian?
That was the first
She
one.
said, maybe one day we'll have him on our podcast. I was like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know. Like, he's probably too cool for us. Like,
Absolutely not.
That's exactly
we're
what we
just
thought.
some little, yeah. We're just some little podcast. Like, it's whatever. But it's really cool to have you on, and we just really appreciate it. So, did you want to introduce yourself
Sure.
and your whole name and how to properly say your name? Because we just realized we were saying it wrong for however many months now.
Yeah, we were calling him Mairsyy for literally the past since March. Yeah, like this whole time we
Whole time.
never thought anything of it. Like this is our first time actually talking to him, so this is so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I can't believe I've never shared it externally. I guess I completely appreciate that. It would be a tricky one. So yeah, my name's actually Ryan Mairsyy, but over here in London, that's where I'm based in the UK. One of my nicknames growing up was Mairsyy. It's like for some reason over here we just add a Y at the end of our second names, like Smithy. So my nickname was Mairsyy. So I kind of ran with that on social media recently, and yeah, well, at the time when we met, I was an aspiring kind of voice acting was kind of thrown on me a bit from TikTok and the wonders of the algorithm, and now I'm actually a fully fledged voice actor and going full time with a lot of help from you guys and our audios together. So yeah, thank you.
Aw. Anytime. Thank you. So did you, when we met or we messaged you at the first time, were you even in the realm and idea of voice acting? Like what was your job,
Yeah,
if you don't
no,
mind
I,
sharing? Were you a banker or something like that?
Banker.
I don't know.
He's a banker, DJ, voice actor.
I don't know.
I was a recruitment manager. So for a big kind of restaurant chain over here in the UK. So yeah, I was a recruitment and employer brand manager. And yeah, when we met in March, TikTok was still very new to me, and it was only just starting to kind of kick off. So it was very, very early days. Yeah.
And you found him on Cameo, right? Or TikTok?
Yeah. So I saw him on TikTok.
Okay.
So I found him on TikTok, and I believe it was your first time ever saying "Hello, Fair Darling," and I was like, "Hold up," because before I used to make these audios, and I would just send them to Valerie, but I would use the audiobook narration version of it, and I would send Val these different audios, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, I would love to make one, but Resand is 100% British.
100%.
No offense to Americans, we don't say darling. It just doesn't sound right. If someone was like, "Oh, hello, Taylor, darling," I'd be like,
it doesn't quite gel.
What are you doing? This is awkward.
Maybe if it was
It'd be
a
very
southern
uncomfortable.
twang or something, but that's not usually what we go to.
It would just be incredibly awkward.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to find someone who has a really good British accent, or even voiceover abilities, or can just fake an accent. And then I saw you on TikTok, and I was like, oh, he's perfect. And then you had your Cameo linked in your bio, and I was like, this is just so easy. This is great. Very, very easy. So what did you think the first time we messaged you about doing book talk voiceover
I thought it was
work?
really cool. I thought it was really. I thought it was quite actually really courteous for you guys to come actually via Cameo, because you were essentially paying me but some people would just plug the audio and kind of make their own stuff and not really give any credit or I'm not really. I'm still too junior to be like worrying too much about like stuff like that. But I just thought it was kind of sweet that you guys kind of did it that route and built a relationship rather than kind of just picking and choosing and not engaging with me.
Like taking it, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Were you surprised with what we kind of did with
really,
it when it like came out?
Like I had no idea what to expect. Like I kind of just did the lines, and then suddenly there's this awesome fan art, and I think the music's such a cool element. Like really adds the emotion to it. So there was a few where I was like, damn, like even.
Wait, which one's your favorite?
Ooh.
I have to know.
I think the There You Are, I've been looking for you one's pretty big. That's
the biggest one I think that we
I
have.
keep seeing pop up and like getting tagged in and
Everywhere.
Like, some famous
Resand guy just
yeah,
did it.
that's the guy. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
it audio, and I think it was really funny because I saw loads of people kind of
Tyler James.
He did such a good job of it that people thought that he was the audio. I think.
They did. I saw that and I was like, excuse me? No.
Is that ever weird for you? Like to see like, is it weird because it's like, oh, that's my voice and like it's all over the internet, like, and people are just like crying to your voice?
Yeah, those ones. That's where it got like. For me, I was like, oh, can I swear? I probably won't swear. No. Okay.
You can swear. It's
We
you can
swear
swear.
on
Yeah, we
here.
I
swear.
swear way
Yeah.
too much.
You're
So
You can go.
apologies.
Same,
But when
same,
people
same.
No
tag me
worries,
in like
same.
the ones where it's like the stitches and they're like crying to it, I'm like, oh shit! Like the work's like actually making like a really big impact, and obviously I'm
Yeah.
very new to book talk and the world of fantasy, but I think for people, I didn't realize the emotional attachment people have to the characters, and seeing it kind of become more human was really
Yeah.
surreal. So it was really cool.
Dude, the book
Yeah, I
world can
think-
be crazy. I mean, you remember like Twilight era? I mean, whew, people were real
I don't know
attached
how
to
old
them.
you are.
Oh yeah, how old are you?
7.
So were you like?
I'm
yeah, no, you were around,
27.
like, Twilight-ish. Oh, I'm 29. I'm old.
When's your birthday?
February.
Oh, February. Oh my God, I'm 2 months older than
Look at
you.
that.
December.
Yeah, Twilight era was huge.
Love that.
I was still in secondary school at that point.
Yeah.
I think I was just starting secondary
Okay,
school.
so you're in
Yeah,
middle school.
Sorry.
In middle school.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
No, for people, we have primarily an American
Yeah.
audience, so secondary school is middle school
Nice.
here.
Okay, I should probably get most of my
So.
social media following is now American, so I need to learn the lingo.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you.
I'm just kidding.
My education.
We're coming for you. Oh my gosh.
Okay, wait, Val, I have to ask you, which audio is your favorite that Mairsyy has done?
Oh.
Mairsyy has done for us. See?
You
See?
power.
See, Mairsyy,
I'm
Mairsyy,
Butter in the
Mairsyy.
jar, please. Butter in the jar.
Mairsyy.
Literally, it's like a drinking game. Like every time we screw up, somebody take a drink. Dude, I don't know. Like I love them all so much. You've done such a variety as well. And like I think that's what surprised me the most is like Taylor was like, oh, we're gonna ask him again to do. I want to ask him to do Xaden this time, and or like Rowan, and then I'm like, I was like, we can't just keep using the same guy. It's gonna sound the exact same, and then it doesn't. And I'm like, oh shit, like okay, we can keep using the same guy because he's like 7 different people. There's like variation into different characters. Like I feel like I feel like you definitely like put like the effort to, you're like, okay, this is somebody else and I'm going to make it sound different than how you made Resand and Xaden with the American accent. When she sent me that I was like, wait a minute. Like, so, oh man, I think I'd have to, I don't want to be the same and say the Resand audio, but like, literally, like, There You Are. I've been looking for you makes me die every single time I listen to it. It's just so good. So it'd have to either be that one or I don't know, one of the Xadens, because like you killed that American accent and like it was really
Thank
good.
you.
So
Much appreciated.
yeah,
That was a
I know which one's your
Xaden was
favorite.
So good. Which one's my favorite, Valerie?
Oh, I wonder. Cassian, of course.
Cassian. Cassian's my
that the Hell I Mess one?
favorite.
That was the very
Yes.
first one.
Yeah, that was the first one. He's my favorite character. He's like my book boyfriend. My husband knows this. I can be like, honey, who's my book boyfriend? And he'll be like, Cassian. And I'm like, yes, it is. So I was biased when creating the audios, and that's why I was like, I'm going to ask him to do Cassian right off the bat. Even though Resand is like the #1 guy in the book series. But my favorite is Cassian because he's my favorite character, but also in the audio, you know, when like she's screaming his name in the book series, it's like a very emotional part, and I love watching people's like blind reactions, kind of like you were saying, when they hear this audio and then they like sometimes cry, or they're like hearing it for the first time recording themselves, and then when she's like Cassian like screaming, and then she's like everyone's face just like hurts immediately, and then it follows up with like his like iconic promise to her and all
I will
this
find
stuff,
you
and
in the next life. Oh my god.
well, no, it's the you're not gonna marry
that
Eris,
one. Oh,
like,
that one. Sorry.
that one, yeah, and like that one, because everyone was kind of like thrown for a loop because you think it ends after her screaming for Cassian's name, and then everyone's kind of like recovering, and then you just see them like, hold up, wait, there's more, and it's just I love their reactions. That's my favorite part. I think is the reactions. And while Rhysand has gotten so much love and so many people like put his words to different videos and whatnot, I just see the reaction videos to Cassian are like what fuel my soul. And
That's her man.
we just dropped Rowan today.
Yes.
Literally a few hours ago, and so far, the comments on there are like, I love to make people feel emotion, and you do such a good job at like saying these lines to make people feel that emotion, like the feelings or characters are going through. And I don't know, Rowan is doing pretty good right now, and so many people are commenting like, well, I did not expect to cry, and like, oh, I needed a cathartic cry today, thank you so much.
Yeah, so,
and I'm like,
what do you think of Rowan that dropped today?
I really enjoyed that one. I wasn't happy because I redid the first two lines. I was happier with the second take, but I was actually really happy with the penultimate line, because I knew that I had people requesting that for me really early on. Like after I did the Hello Fairy Darling video, that was to whatever end Fireheart was a pretty significantly requested line, so it kind of like waited for the right moment. Yeah.
Oh, really? You hadn't said it before?
No. So yeah.
Oh,
thanks
for saying it with us.
us.
The fact that there's a fire heart emoji is what like I'm like, yes, this is perfect.
Okay, I didn't know about that emoji until I think you put it on your story, or was it on TikTok when you said like to whatever end fire heart, and there's like a heart with fire, and I was like, oh sugar, I totally dropped the ball and did not add that into my caption. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, I have to ask, have you read any of these books yet?
There are two on the bookshelf behind me, and I haven't read them yet. I think I'm going to be more of an audio listen, because now I've got time.
Fair. Yeah.
I'm going to be much more into my audio books, I think, and just sit and listen to them. I live right next to a park, so I can just go sit in the sun and listen to them. And yeah, because I haven't actually done too much like character studying, but I think from Akatar, I kind of get the gist of the three guys, main characters, and that was kind of fun to learn.
Who do you think are the three main guys? I have to know.
Isn't it Rhysand, Asriel, Cassian, and then obviously Tamlin as well.
Yee! That's my guy.
Wow, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed right now.
I have the toxic one.
But obviously, I haven't really heard much of. I don't think I'm much of a Tamlin vibe by the sounds of things. But like, yeah, obviously the main ones.
I needed an Australian for that one. Like, it just.
He's got, like,
I was
long
thinking
red
Chris
hair,
Hemsworth.
long blonde hair. Like, yeah, he's a bit more
long blonde hair and green eyes. He just gives me like the Aussie vibe for me.
Definitely.
But I'm also just obsessed with like Australian accent is, no offense, my favorite one. And so I'm just like, my guy needs to be Australian. Like, that is my dream. If I could love my husband, but like Chris Hemsworth walked through the door right now, it would be really difficult. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so what books do you have on your shelf? Do you just have like the first Akatar book?
The first two. Yeah.
The first two. Okay.
Mist and Fury is the best.
When you read them or listen to them, can you please let us know your thoughts? Like, that would be really funny if you created a segment on like TikTok, like, all right, this is my thoughts, the first couple chapters of Akatar. And I think that would be really funny just to get your take on them after voicing these characters for so long. And then maybe
I'm gonna do one of my goals over the next kind of month or so is I'm gonna be setting up a Patreon.
Nice.
Good idea.
Smart. Good idea.
That would be quite a fun segment to be like all these books that everyone recommends and all these characters they request. Like, because obviously, yeah, I've gone in blind to nearly every character, so it'd be funny to be like, oh, this is what that meant. Like review, like kind of.
Put
This was
context to
going
your
on.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
That'll be actually, that's a really cool idea. We'll probably be signing up for that.
Do people like females in particular like love men's reactions to these book series and getting like their husbands to read the book series? So I feel like that would be so on point. Like people would die and they love it.
Well, because these men were written by women.
Yes.
So, like, I hate to say it, but these men, I'm like, all my guy friends who are single, I'm like, look, if you really want to, like, crack the code, here are X, Y, and Z books. Read
Yeah.
those. Take notes. Crack the code.
Get some
You won't be single for
magic,
much
become
longer.
a fae, grow
Yeah, have,
wings,
like-
and then you
yeah,
really have a
wings.
shot. You really do.
yeah, it's definitely yeah, it's a new whole world for me. But I didn't realize how big the community was. It's crazy. It's so fun. Like it's nice. It's
Yeah.
like a
And people are crazy in it too. In a good
Yeah.
way, mostly.
Have you had any weird interactions? Like, something weird? Like,
not
don't know.
weird.
harassing.
No harassment yet.
That's
I
good.
don't know. But I had a really cool moment, like literally at the start of the year when it was just before my birthday. So it's probably only like. So basically, I had like 300 followers in like December, and then it just spiked from I think.
because you have like 90,000 right
So it
now.
was really quick.
Congratulations, by the way.
Well deserved.
thank you. Yeah, it kind of. I think it was the Good Girl video that went viral first. Like properly viral, and then it was the Hello Fairy Darling one, and then the Hello Fairy Darling one overtook the Good Girl one. So it was around that kind of time where by like February, and the fantasy kind of quotes started coming out that a girl actually had like Photoshop edited my head onto like a centaur.
Oh my god!
And it was actually like, the artwork's really cool. But I was like, wow! And
I want to
and
see
she
this.
sent, I'll get it in a sec.
Yeah, well, I can insert it into this episode.
I don't want to because it was really cool. I don't want to think like I'm like laughing at it. I think it was amazing. And she sent like a really lovely, like heartfelt, like 2 paragraphs, just like how she thinks I'm gonna be famous, and she thinks like all this like really nice stuff. And like before you get any more attention, I just want to say that I think you're like great. It was so sweet. And basically, my housemates saw it, and I showed them the message, and they were like. So what they did is for my birthday, they made like printed it out, and they put it in a photo frame, and her little quote they've written in handwriting on the frame as well. So and it sits in our living room. So now whenever people come and visit,
That's really sweet. That's
so whenever
really
people come and
sweet.
see, they're
Okay.
initially like, what the hell? Like you explain the story, and they're like, actually, that's quite cute. It's quite different. It's just yeah.
Oh, what do your friends
Yeah.
think of everything? Like, have they heard the audios?
Yeah.
Have you showed them?
Yeah, so I've been quite quiet on like sharing it on my Instagram because I was a bit like shy. I do it on my TikTok obviously, but now like it's essentially my job. Like I'm just gonna own it and just share it. And you know, friends being pretty.
Yeah.
I said today like it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm not boiling the kettle for everyone. Like so.
I loved that. I loved that.
So yeah, my friends like especially with. I was really expecting quite a lot of backlash from like my guy friends, but.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the spicy stuff and then also the fantasy stuff. But actually, I think after they've seen the reactions and the comments and the engagement, and like they're like fair play. They can't hate really.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, that's.
Have you been recognized in
No.
public at all?
not yet. No, I don't know yet.
No,
I don't think I will.
not yet?
in the,
They
Not
would know
yet.
your voice though, which is funny. Like, I bet if you see somebody like at a bookstore and you're like, "Hey, hello," if you like say that, like they turn around and be like,
I
"Excuse me."
don't think I would.
There you are.
Recent.
I've been
I
looking
don't
for
think
you.
I get recognised in the UK, to be honest. I think most of my audience is in America and stuff. But if I did,
Well, if you
I'd
come to
freak out,
America.
be honest. I don't know how I'd react to people recognising me.
Literally, I was just on a plane and I was wearing a book shirt, and this girl turns around and she's like, "Is that a Fourth Wing shirt?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we started talking, and I was like, "Oh, I have a podcast. You know, you probably don't know me, like my face," but I was like, "You probably have heard our audios." And I said, "You know, it's the Resan one with I'll Be Looking For," and she's like, you guys did that?" So I'm like, some random person on a plane, and she had an experience in Target just like that too. So it's like they know us, they just don't know
Yeah,
us.
it's like
you
faces
know?
to names. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. And I'm also very, I guess I'm a bit more private. Like Val has talked me off the ledge so many times because I get really uncomfortable and nervous and I freak out and I'm like, oh my God, 16,000 people are following us. Like I got to leave. Like I can't, this is a lot of pressure. And like, I was just not, and I'm petrified. I was like, I don't ever want to become famous because if someone recognizes me on the street, I would be so awkward.
Yeah.
I'd probably just sit there and just like, hi. Like, I don't know what to say. This is weird. And Val is so good at being like, no, Taylor, this is okay. We're going to do it. And like Val honestly has like saved this podcast so many times for me, like dipping out of here. So, I mean, I think 90,000 followers. And I think if you came to America, you could really like, I don't know, go to any bookstore. And if you just like stood in the corner by the ACOTAR books and just said,
Or
like,
did a meet
"There
and
you
greet
are."
too.
That'd be mad.
You should do a
No
meet and
way.
greet.
To me, I can't even fathom that right now. That'd be so weird. That'd be
Yeah, just flying to DC. We'll pick you up. We'll do a little
Yeah.
book meet and greet.
because
Oh my God, Imaginarium Book Festival. We should talk to them about that.
Yeah, I feel like honestly too, like if you got invited to like these book balls and shit, like you could just be like one of the fucking acts. Like you get on the stage and you say your lines and the whole audience is just like losing their mind. It's like
Or he could be the DJ. He could be
true,
the
you could
DJ.
literally be both, and like you could do like a DJ to your own little like one of the famous audios.
it'd be
Cut it in there.
it would be so like what
Hello, Farrah Darring. The beat drops.
Skrillex. But
I'm getting carried away. Sorry.
What's mad to me is like there's obviously official audiobooks out and I'm obviously not the official person, but I'm still getting like so much attention and everyone's like, you should do it. And I'm like,
Oh God.
Taylor's trying.
yeah, no, she's literally like my manager right now. She's like tagging me in every TikTok, like, sign this man.
So Graphic Audio is so kind to send us a clip of like A Court of Silver Flames before it actually got released for the Graphic Audio. And, you know, just to like hype it up a little bit, A Court of Silver Flames is the last ACOTAR book and it's like heavily about Cassian and Nesta. So I kind of made this video on our TikTok about like, I'm just going to hype it up. Like, who's excited to hear it? It's going to drop tomorrow. And I used your Cassian audio that we made and I put it as the background. It's one of the top
Not go well.
videos we've ever made. And everyone is like, oh my God, thank God they fired that other
no, and it's
Cassian.
him. Fuck.
And I was like,
no offense to the other cast. We're so sorry, but
and I'm so sorry,
He's
Graphic
an
Audio. I did that because
American.
every comment underneath is like, finally, oh my gosh, this is a much better Cassian. And I was like, oh no, what did I just do? And,
you're
like,
never
if you
gonna
look
send
at-
us audio again.
They're never going to want to work with us. But if you look at every comment underneath, it's literally everyone like thinking you're Cassian and be like, oh, all right, I'll buy the audiobook now. Now I'll buy this audiobook.
You're gonna
Wasn't
be
going
so
to before.
disappointed.
And I started commenting, but then I was like, the comments got so overwhelming and so many people were commenting on there. And I was like,
I just gotta let it ride.
yeah, I'm like, oh, you know what, Graphic Audio, a lot of people are about to buy this audio. They may
them
or
out.
may not
You're
be
like a sales
disappointed.
manager.
They need to hire you.
They do, really. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I message them all the time. I hope you know that.
Thank you. Yeah, I know you're
She
always,
does.
like,
She's just
do.
like use.
I see the comment is so
do.
like, and any time the audio is used, like by another like creator, you always tag it like, "Thank you so much for sharing it. Can you please credit Mairsyy?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're literally that everywhere. I love it. Thank you.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, no
you know,
worries.
it's a team effort, and like
Yeah.
you're like just as important.
make
We
these
we
without
can't make
you.
it without
Yeah.
you. So it's like if we're gonna get credit, you need credit too. You know.
hmm
So
So, what is your end goal? Like, if you had a dream
Yeah.
goal with voiceover acting, what would you say? Like, if there was maybe one story that maybe has already been out there, but you were like given the chance to voice over a certain character, would you? What would that character be? Are you like a Lord of the Rings guy, Star Wars
See,
guy?
this is why it's all kind of crazy to me.
Harry
Like,
Potter.
I've not really been I've always read non-fiction, so it's like a really.
smarty
It's
pants.
always really quite rare to me. Like I've watched like some film, like it's a really hard one actually. I don't.
What
I don't
about
think
Harry
I'd-
Potter? You're in
I don't think I'd
England.
be a Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings.
don't
I feel like it'd be something to do with like crime.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like
Yeah,
a Sherlock
maybe. Yeah,
Holmes?
something like that would be quite cool. So, like
Ooh.
something quite
All
mystery.
right.
Willy Wonka would be cool. Being a Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
I can't. Can you give us your
No,
best Willy Wonka
absolutely not.
impersonation? No.
I can't even think of it in my head. Like I don't even know how he sounds. Like
No, I don't
I
know.
don't know. What's that
Like
one
crime, like a
guy? Timothy
crime.
Chalamet.
I don't really know. Like from a famous series as well. Yeah, just running with whatever. I really
Isn't Peaky Blinders? Is that
yeah,
crime? I
that's
haven't seen it.
Peaky
but-
Blinders
TV
is
show, yeah.
set in England, but yeah, it's a TV
Mhm.
show.
So I get a lot of requests
Okay.
for that.
It's about
I don't
like
know if
crime
it's a book.
bosses. It's like a England mafia type thing.
I get a lot of requests for
Yeah.
that
Right.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Um,
I've never finished it, but it's so good.
but I think like something like that. I also like. I think it'd be really cool to be like venture into like video games or a TV, like a cartoon character, like a TV cartoon character would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I kind of know someone in the video game
Ooh.
sphere, so I will.
Managers at it again.
I will.
She's your manager. You just basically.
Yeah, like a video game
there's
character. I
on
just
it.
feel like there's. I was listening to some voice reels today, because TikTok now serves it to me, which is actually really helpful for like motivation. But there was like a voice actor there, and it just did his voice reel, and it had his characters in the top right, and then it went to one of like my favorite video game characters, or like, and it was just weird to see him in real life, and then to see the voice come to, like, say, bringing the character to life, like I was like, oh my, holy shit, that's him.
So you're big into video games
No,
then?
I used to be. I'm not. I'm really. I sound so
Okay.
boring. I'm like, I don't watch TV. I don't read fiction. I don't play video games. But like, yeah, like
I don't think you're boring. I think that just makes you like maybe smarter than this. Because like I don't know.
But like,
No.
You actually get out and you enjoy the world around you. Let's
That's
just say
right.
that. You're really good at absorbing the world around you.
But yeah, a video game. Like, I used to be a big Call of Duty fan, and people request me to voice like Call of Duty characters, and something like that would be fun. I don't really know where this. I wasn't expecting anything like this, so I really have no idea what will be in by the end of the year or even a year's time. Like,
Yeah. Who knows, right? Like you just kind of like, I think too in the creative industry, it's like opportunities like they come in all these different forms, and so like you really don't know like what opportunity is going to come
really
next.
don't. It's wild. Like because I remember 2 or 3 of the videos that went viral when Audible started commenting on them. I was like, holy shit! Like really early on, I was like, and then people were like constantly tagging them, like, sign him.
Yeah. They should, honestly. They need to.
They replied again, and I kind of just like, because I started like being flirty with them and like like reacting to their comments and like, ooh, what's happening here then, Audible? And then they were kind of just like pointing me in the direction of like their academy or something, and I was just like, maybe
Their academy, like you go to school.
something like that. It's probably
for
like their
voiceover.
like fast
Interesting.
track or whatever it is. I don't know how it would work. I need to research it, but yeah, something like that would be fun. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, loads. Like it'd be good to do a couple of books. It'd be good to do TV.
Yeah.
Well, you do work for
Yeah, I
Dipsy
work
now,
for
don't
Dipsy,
you?
Yeah. So that's fun.
How's that
Do you want
going?
to tell us about a Dipsy? Like, let everyone know, just in case they don't know what
Yeah.
Dipsy is.
So Dipsy's a kind of like feminist sexual wellness app, kind of built by women for women. And I am like under their like TikTok creator umbrella. They've got some really cool kind of creators on there that basically from like all over the world really. But I think I'm the main, like the only Brit maybe. It was just pure
Oh, wow.
requests. Like everyone's tagging them in it. And then yeah, I kind of narrate sleep and spice stories for people, which is fun. Again, very
Ooh, that's
Very
interesting.
very new world. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's been fun. So yeah.
Are you allowed to say if you have any upcoming narration jobs? Narrator jobs?
I have
Book
like an
narration job?
unofficial one I'm working on this kind of week, really early stages for a book, but I'm not going to say who because I don't like or what because I don't know the fine lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am working on a book. So
Mm.
oh, I hope so. I
That's
haven't
so
signed I haven't signed a
exciting.
Okay,
contract or
that's so
anything yet. It might
exciting.
fall through. But like
Yeah.
kind
Okay.
of
Well, keep us
kind of
posted.
early stage kind of scene practicing and
Well, we were literally like repost anything that you're doing all the time because we just love you. We just want to see you succeed
oh,
so
thank
much.
you. It's really sweet.
Yeah, you deserve it. You really do all this good stuff. So you can just tell like when someone's like a good, genuine
Yeah.
energy. And like since like day one, you've always been like a really good, genuine energy. And like, I don't know. So there were a couple people we had messaged after we did our first, I think it was Resand. And I think we were looking for Tamlin, or I was looking for a
Mm.
Zayden, and I didn't know you can do an American accent. And I had reached out to someone on Cameo, and I was like, hey,
Hmm.
da da da. And he was so
Really?
rude. He was like, I do not do book narration. If you want book narration, he was like, it's $800 a day, like, or an hour or
Jesus.
something like that of my time. And I was like, all right. And he's like, I don't do stuff for TikTok. It has to be licensed and all this. And I was like, well, thank you so much, but no.
No thanks.
Like, yeah, I was kind of explaining like what I was gonna do, and I was like, hey, you know, I just make these audios for fun. And he was like, absolutely not. And I was like, okay, have a great day. So you've always just been so nice. And so I guess like go with the flow with
Yeah.
everything. And then when I found out you can do an American accent, I was like, oh, this is the best.
It was. It really
So-
was. Because like Zayden blew up the world, right? Like he's like the new book boyfriend of everybody.
He
so
is. He
And
is.
he's from Fourth
Man,
Wing,
I'm
right?
thinking of the audio right
Is he
now.
Fourth Wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on Fourth Wing. Yeah.
You
If
should read
have not
Fourth
read-
Wing. It's
That's a good one.
I think an easier and better read than Akatar. Like it's more, I don't know. There's
Easier
dragons.
to digest.
Okay.
hmm?
Yeah.
It's just the
Dragons.
one
There's
book, right? Or is it a
dragons.
part of a series as well?
It's just one
It
right
is part-
now.
Yeah, the second one comes
Okay,
out
so
in
I've got
November. So you have plenty of time. Plenty of time. And it's good. It's really good. Yeah. I will say, so there was that one audio I made with you as Zayden, and I literally say 4 words, like my name
Mhm.
is Violet. And I use my own voice because
It
the
was really
voice
cool.
actress.
And you did the video of you in it as well.
Oh yeah, what'd you
was
think of
really cool.
that?
Yeah. Okay. That was one. I don't know how you handle it because I'm so uncomfortable watching other people use my voice. I'm like, that's my voice. Why are you saying it? And I was like, this is very strange. Very strange.
Everyone
for me.
loves it though. They said like you did,
You did a really
such a
good
good job.
Like
He
you did a
killed
good
it. Oh, like you
Well,
killed
no,
it.
you
though.
Yeah,
too,
it's
Taylor.
Taylor
I'm
did it.
complimenting you.
I said 4 words. I
Yeah,
said
well,
4
they were the
words.
best
It's
4
the
words
delivery. It's the
ever.
delivery.
Yep. It was the
It was
Thank you.
I only get weirded out like if I'm watching it on my own, it's still strange, but I'll listen to it because I just want to digest it and see where I can kind of improve. The only time I get cringed out
Yeah.
or weirded out is if I'm like on my phone next to someone and then it comes up and I hear it out loud and I know they can hear it. And I'm like, I just like throw my phone. I don't want them to hear it. Weirdly.
Wait, in like this is probably like a personal question, but like in the dating sphere, would you ever like if you're dating someone and they ask like what do you do, would you be like, so
Oh yeah.
have
No,
you heard my voice
I'm
before?
not that kind of smuggle. Well, no, I'm not that smuggle. I kind of on my
No,
on my
no,
dating
not your-
profile,
yeah.
I do say like I think one of the prompts is what if I told you that, and then my prompt is I'm a voice actor for a feminist sexual wellness app narrating sleep and spy stories, and obviously it kind
Love
of
that.
either piques interest or does okay. 'cause
Yeah.
it's actually just like a bit niche. I think that's better than like what's your favorite color. So
Very.
or whatever people say on there. I don't know what they say anymore. And then yeah, but I don't really. I got my TikTok handle in there, but yeah, I guess people see it. But the fantasy stuff's just like really new. But then it's when I tell them like, yeah, like I'm like these characters and like these are the messages I get.
I am Resand. Don't you know
people-
that? Don't you
I'm
know I'm
like-
Resand?
Some people's like fantasy book boyfriend and. And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, it's a whole thing. And then they read my comments and they're like, holy shit, it is a thing.
I would die if this ever happens. Just like DM us and let us know. But like if you go on like a date with some girl and she has no idea, and then like she's like actually like a book talk girly, and she's over here, and then you're like, oh, there you are. Or you just say something like that. And then she's like, hold up. Hold up. Like if it ever just happens where she's like, this is going to sound really strange, but like, is this your voice? Like I would just have to know. You just have to know if it ever like comes and collides one day, because that would just be really cool.
I've had someone say like, I really recognize you, and then it's like, oh, I think I've got it. Like you're on TikTok as like the Farrah Darling guy. I think I've had that once.
Hello, Farrah Darling. Yeah, you can just insert girl's name here, like when you get it, or whatever.
I had that one once, yeah. Or I think before I had like a book talk one. And that, yeah, it's weird. It's just so weird.
It is.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to America before?
I went to Orlando Disney World once when I was like really young, but I want to come back. And obviously the UK at the minute isn't fun really, and I'm obviously a freelance, so I'm like contemplating like where I can just go move and live and work. And
well, if you ever go to the East Coast, just let us
are.
know. I have a spare bedroom you can crash in. I think Val has a spare bedroom. Just offering at Valerie's house. You know. Yeah. Actually, if you ever work with graphic audio, which we'll just tag them again, they are not too far from my house.
Right here.
Their headquarters are not far from my house. I'm just saying. So graphic audio.
Look at that.
Let's go. Like, I'm just waiting.
How absolutely fun would that be though, to like, if you came to like DC and we literally did like a book meetup thing, like the Whimsy Gossip and Mairsyy, like that would be so fun, like a little collab.
So weird.
Like
just
meet fans.
like when I say to I still haven't really like processed it, but like because there is like a really tight community on my page that like reply to every video. They all comment. They also show love and support. And it's like weird to consider people like fans. Like
I know, yeah, she says the same
like,
thing.
They probably like they are. I think like if they,
yeah,
it's just so surreal to be like. And then if I say it to my friends here, they're like shut up, dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's like.
She calls them our friends, which like they are.
They're friends.
But I think like just my like I don't know, brain just goes to like fandom, really, like fans of our podcast, like fans of your voice work, right? Like maybe not fans of us in particular, but fans of our work, I guess. Yeah, and I think it'd be cool. Like I think it'd be a cool mashup. So I'm just like putting it out there. Maybe we'll do that one day, huh?
Un jour d'amour event. They're doing the big event. They're the Starfall Ball. Like they're the biggest hosting of the ball, and she's having one in New Jersey in 2025. Jeez. And they do like guest appearances all the time. But that one's going to be like 400 or 500 people will be there. So
I don't think I'm going to be that guy that will like want to dress up in like cosplay or like the outfits. Maybe. Okay. I don't know. Like, yeah.
Just wear all black.
I just think
all black
I would want to
totally
be
fine.
Mairsyy. But then like if they give me like a microphone, they're like, be Rhysand, be Cassie. I'm like, okay. It's like shapeshift. But like, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
If you wear like a black button down and black slacks, I think you'd be like
you'd be fine.
Solid. Like you'd be totally fine.
I just don't think that'll be my thing. I don't know.
You don't want to wear the wings.
I don't know.
No wings are not for you then.
So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to. I don't know how to describe it.
You want to
stay true to yourself, and like you want to be you. You're not. You don't want to like be. I mean,
but I love.
That makes sense.
I'll be really excited to see everyone like on what the effort, like the money and like time they invest into creating their outfits and their characters will be really cool. Yeah, it'll be nice just to kind of. Now I have the freedom. I could literally go anywhere in the world, and I'd have to save a bit of money, but yeah, kind of just jet off and because I can do this anywhere in the world, really.
No, that would be so cool.
That's exciting though. It's very freeing. Like
that is, that would be like a dream.
I'm still just really anxious at this stage because I've only like lost my job like last week. But like I think after 2 weeks of like getting more work and doing more projects and hopefully growing a bit more of a following again, it'll be like literally I can't even fathom how this has happened in 7 months, let alone like
That's kind of how we feel too. Like we started in like I think. When we posted the Cassian audio, we had like 26 TikTok followers. Like,
yep.
Not like this small, and we just were doing it for fun, and now it's like actually becoming a thing. You know, you just don't think about it that way.
Motivation?
And then all of a sudden,
what was the motivation to get it going?
So It was more or less our husbands. They were like, you guys Snapchat each other for hours on end about these books and these TV shows. And we were like, yeah, we do. And Ronald was kind of like, you guys are kind of funny and you guys make a lot of really good points. And I was like, thanks, Hubs. Like, I know we're really funny.
Well, we're also both like creatives in
Yeah.
general. Like
Yeah.
we're your like the cosplayer kind of thing. So Taylor and I used to do like character entertainment, like princesses,
Amazing.
Disney princesses. So like we dressed up as all the princesses. I met her basically doing a birthday
That's so
party.
cool.
She was Princess Anna and I was Belle. And so like I think we both just also had this creative bug in us, and we're both like work full time, and it's just like life is
Yeah.
busy. And so I
Yeah.
thought about doing a podcast for a while. I just didn't really know how to or what to talk about or what to do with it, because it can flop pretty easily too, and like you need to kind of have like a thing that you're kind of striving towards. So I don't know. And then
like a
yeah.
passion.
Yeah, and then I found out that she was reading ACOTAR, and I was like, I'm already like 4 books into this, and I don't even read. Like this is like a new thing for me.
Nice.
So like all of a sudden, yeah, and then here we are.
So
like
cool.
yeah, we launched in April. Now now we're filming
really
episodes for
fun.
season
I
2.
think it's so
So
important to do stuff like that. I've had 2 failed podcasts because I just ran out. I didn't know what to talk about. I was just like, yeah, everyone's like, you should do a podcast. I did it. Like, it's so good to have like a topic and a regular ongoing and a partner in crime to bounce off of. And like, yeah, I think that's really cool.
yeah,
A partner in crime is a big help, I feel like.
it definitely is, because like Taylor and I, we divide and conquer. Like usually if you're getting messages on Instagram, it's me, and if you're getting messages on TikTok, it's Taylor.
And also because Val and I have a lot of different opinions on characters.
Ooh.
And I'm like, no, I love this character. And she's like, no. Like right now, I'm like, Rowan is the man. And Valerie's like, he's okay.
He's
And I'm like,
fine. He's no
"Absolutely not.
resand. Like he's on.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like he is the guy. And she's
I don't know,
like,
but after your audio, I'm kind of like, okay, who's this? Who's this guy? Like we
Yeah.
haven't even gotten to that part in the book yet, so we literally have no context, like really, for what's happening to Rowan right now in that audio. But I'm
Yeah,
broken, and I don't
saw
even
people
know.
comment,
Like,
oh, the spoilers, and you're like, what? Is there?
Yeah. Because people, so many like people have messaged me, like DM me. So after the resand audio, I actually like posted the video underneath the comments, someone like asking for Rowan, and so many people had DM'd me on TikTok about like, can you do this scene? And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on in this scene. Like I'm not even
Who is
there
this
yet.
guy?
And yeah, well, I knew who he was, but we were kind of like, well, we don't really know who he's gonna be quite yet.
yeah, we
kinda
just
have,
knew
like,
he was
an
a Throne of Glass
idea.
character. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're kind of more into the story now. We're what, the 4th book in or 5th book? I
4,
think we're the
5.
we're
I don't
5. I think
know.
we're the 5th book
There's
in.
a
We're the 5th
lot.
book in. There's 8 books
Oh,
in the
geez.
series, and we're like the 5th book.
Yeah, this is giving me a run for my money, because I would not be reading this much if it wasn't for Whimsy Gossip. But like, I gotta do my homework. I got like, it's so
But-
hard.
So anyway, long story short, I ended up asking a bunch of friends who have already read it, and I was like, hey, I need your help. And that's why I contacted you the first time when I gave you the horrible direction, because I was like, I don't know, I think this is what's going on in this scene. I'm not 100% sure. And then I came back and I was like, so just kidding, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me go and ask some people and round that up, and this is actually what's going on. So my apologies on that end. But yeah, so I don't know.
It's all
What was the
good. We got there
question?
in the end. So,
We got there in the end.
We got there
I
in
don't
the
know what
end.
the question was that we were talking about.
I don't know.
I lost track of that.
Would you do more characters
Oh,
for
yeah.
us?
Give me all the accent, whatever. 'Cause I know
Sounds
that-
good. Can you do like a proper Scottish accent? Yeah, you can.
Wait,
do Scottish.
what?
Okay,
No way.
cool. What accents can you do, just so I know for my future planning?
Irish, Scottish, different regions of England. Yeah, America, probably some different regions of America. Some are definitely stronger than others. Australian.
Valerie, we could have used him.
I just was like,
I'm
I,
just
I had to
saying.
give I had to give the Aussie that one, And Kem was he was not a
So
jerk
kind.
at all. Like he's so nice. And I
So
was
we
like,
actually have a plan. We want to use you and him for
Yes, we
a
wanna-
certain audio
Oh, yeah.
coming up that we've been planning out.
yeah, you
so
guys are gonna
that-
do a joint thing without even really knowing it.
without knowing each other. But
But I think there needed to be a
voiceover actors
contrast
meeting.
there. Like you can't,
Yeah.
Mairsyy can't be everybody, but he can be mostly everybody. You know?
Mairsyy,
Mairsyy, I'm
I thought
sorry.
you said
Mairsyy.
Mairsyy that time. I thought you said Mairsyy that time.
I thought I said
Did
it.
she? Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
said Mairsyy.
No, I
was
said
like, no.
well, Mairsyy. Yeah, I got it.
I'm still struggling. It's okay.
We're gonna have a hard time
It's
with
fine.
this.
It's a neat. It's neat. I
Little
thought it was
bit.
gonna be. Yeah, isn't it? Just you call me Ryan. It's fine.
Right? I can't do that either, though. Like, that
So my
doesn't
brother's
work.
name is Ryan,
Okay.
so I just feel like you and my brother are
Okay.
just two different. I don't
Mairsyy
know.
it is.
That could be. Yeah, Mairsyy it is.
I
Yeah,
know.
I kind of like any accent.
So wait, did you-
I try anything really.
How did you learn to do all these accents if like voiceover wasn't like your thing? Was it just like fucking around for a little bit and we're just like, you
so
know?
as a kid, I was actually really big into like drama.
Ooh.
You were a theater
kind
kid.
of, yeah, a little bit. So I was
Welcome
in like
to the
I was
club.
in, like,
Oh my
school
gosh.
plays and like one of my my strongest qualification in my like we call them GCSEs over here outside of like English was
Mhm.
drama. I got a B. And I really enjoyed it. And like even in like the school playground, I just did my kind of accents and voices and stuff like that. And then yeah, like I kind of when I got to like year 10, I don't know what year that would be over there. Or freshman, is it?
10th grade?
Probably.
You're
Yeah,
10.
so I'd have been like 16.
Like 10th grade. He's
Uh,
saying 10th grade.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
So
yeah,
I,
okay.
I had to
Yeah,
make
like
a
10th
decision
grade,
if
I'm
I wanted to
assuming.
go properly study because I was really sporty as well. So I played lots of different sports.
Okay.
I had to choose like between two passions really. I was like, do I go down the sporting route or do I go to like do drama? And I remember when I told my drama,
And here you are,
I
back
told my
again.
drama teacher I was going to go do sport, and she was gutted. And I went and did sport, and I was very fortunate that I went on to university to be a elite sports scholar and compete semi-professionally
Wow.
in my favorite sport. And then yeah, life's now gone.
What sport is that?
Who are you?
What?
I used to be an MMA fighter.
No.
That's right,
Wait,
because you
do
do
you know,
jujitsu, yeah?
I still do jiu-jitsu now. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh gosh, I can't. I'm really gonna blank on his name. One of my mom's like closest friends growing up,
Yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Serra. If you've yeah, that's one of
No
my mom's closest
way.
friends. So like we go to his gym and stuff when we go to
no
Long
way,
Island.
Yeah. He's a legend of the sport.
Yeah, come to.
Absolute legend.
No
Something like
idea
that, I
who that
heard.
Ray
is, but I'm
Longo,
sure
Chris
my husband would
Weidman,
know.
Yeah, all that they trains for.
I got to meet him. I had the
Chris
biggest crush
Weidman,
on him.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I met him in person. He is so tall, and I was just like, there's like a picture of me like cheesing. I was like, ee! Oh my god.
Dude, I bet Eric needs to meet him. Can your mom get the hookup?
I can. Yeah, no, she
Eric,
can. Like,
my
that's, like,
husband
one
does
of my mom's-
jujitsu
sick.
too, and yeah, he loves it. Like that's his
Yeah.
whole. Because we lived in Hawaii before we moved back to the East Coast, and so it was like huge
Yeah,
there. You know,
definitely.
jujitsu's like
That's really cool.
huge in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's
so
it's-
yeah.
So wait, so you were like semi-professional MMA fighter
Yeah.
and a theater kid, like drama
No, so
as
it's-
well.
it's-
And then
it's kinda
now
like
does like
separate chapters. Like so, I'd say from the age of like, yeah.
yeah, no, like you're so well versed though.
Yeah.
Like you're not just
I've
like,
lived
one
I've lived,
thing.
Yeah, I tried like I basically out of all my friends, they hate me. Like it's a bit like the DJing thing now. It's a bit like all the other hobbies and stuff I do. I don't want to live life and not leave a stone unturned, which is why when I come to this voice acting stuff and this opportunity lands, I'm just gonna go for it because I'm like, I just don't know what opportunity will come from this, like, and what life you can create from it. And yeah, I just like to try. I like to try everything, and
Yes.
I'm fortunate that I have like the confidence and like not always the confidence in myself, but I just have the confidence to at least try it, and then just run with it. I just think it's just fun, and it doesn't always work out. Like
I feel like we
That is
feel the
so
same
cool.
way. Like that's literally that's what me and Taylor talk about all the time. I'm like, I feel like I'm on my sixth life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'm just like, this is my book
Yeah.
life now. Like this
Yeah.
is my new
I'm
personality.
27, but I feel 42. Like,
Yeah.
my favorite thing, like I always say, like, you know, you only get one life, but you get an entire lifetime. So like you can do whatever
Exactly.
you want in that entire
Exactly.
lifetime.
so you
So
just gotta go for it. And I was like,
yeah.
at the time, like I wasn't like a great MMA fighter. It's called amateur level over here, but you technically do get like some payment for it, so like semi-pro in a way. But it's just really cool to like have received money and like to be at university. Like the scholarships are a bit different to America. Like I didn't get my degree or anything like funded from the scholarship, but like I got like some sort of payment towards it with like which helped towards like training costs and like access to like facilities and like staff members, like personal trainers essentially and nutritionists. So
Is education free
no,
over there?
no.
No. Why does everyone keep saying that? Like, oh, it's free. Like, our education is free over here, and you guys have to pay. And I'm like, oh, wow.
$9,000 a year.
Misconception
Yeah.
sometimes, right? Well,
What a-
well, that's like the whole
Mind
that TikTok's going around about the aliens, and then you do a quick Google search, and literally they didn't confirm anything. So like, it's
Oh.
literally the internet. Like,
Believe everything.
The internet.
I'm like, I keep getting, and like, it makes me so like. After I figured out the truth of it, I was like, it takes a 2-second just PSA. The government did not confirm aliens. Some guy in a trial just said they did. Like, just said it. It's the same thing that we've heard all the time. Not to say there aren't aliens. There likely is. However, the U.S. government did not say
there's
officially
aliens.
that they were aliens. Sorry.
Journalism for you. I love it. What was your
Dude.
Wait, would you ever step in front of the camera? Like, would you ever give, your, like,
that's a good
give your hand
question.
back at like acting?
I think that'd be really I think that'd be really bad. I don't know. I
Why?
think I would enjoy it. I think I would probably. It just maybe never say never. Like especially like say with the different chapters, like
How strong is your jawline?
not very strong. My cheekbones are probably
give
more
me-
defined than my jaw.
Like, give me a little side profile.
She's like, now I'm your
Yeah,
casting
but
director.
my part-
Hmm.
She's like, I'm your manager. I need to know what I'm
Okay,
working
okay.
with.
What was your other chapters and hobbies?
We were both actors.
Look at that. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
That's it.
I know. Wild.
Theaters.
And I work in the medical
Nice.
field, like outside. That's my
Nice.
career. My big girl
Yeah.
job that pays bills and stuff is the medical field.
Fuels
But
the
we just
fun.
love like we literally just love it. Like I
Yeah.
love creating
Yeah.
something. I love like we have so many plans for Whimsy Gossip, and like the audios are like one step of that, but then like we want to eventually be able to do like bring stuff to camera and like bring stuff to life and like have the following and the like financial means to do stuff like that and like just create. Like we have so many ideas in our head. And like Taylor and I just talk through these scenes all the time. We're like, oh my God, I wish we could just, and they're like, work for
One
Hulu,
day,
like tell
so-
Hulu what they need to be doing with this show.
The biggest stressor of my life is what they're going to do with this show.
Yeah.
They've already botched one of my favorite series. From a movie, they botched it, and then it got a chance to go into like a TV series, and they botched that
was
one
that?
too. And they got 2 chances. The Mortal Instruments / like Shadowhunter series. Ugh, they ruined it. So heartbreaking. It was devastating.
It must
you
be
know?
so hard in a way. I'm gonna play devil's advocate as well, for a director as well, because obviously a book can be like interpreted by thousands of different brains, and it must be so hard to try and get that into like an hour and a half of like a film or a series. But
Yeah.
surely they must
Yeah.
like do like qualitative research and like talk to the audience and get their views on stuff.
Yeah. You have to
I
cut
don't
so
know.
much too. Like you have to
I
cut
also
a lot.
really hope they just, for this series, just give yourself 2 hours on Book Talk.
Yes.
Just 2 hours. And just look up.
We know what we want already.
Akatar
We have fan
casting.
art.
We have fan castings. We have fan art. Just do us a favor and just do that. And then, you'll at least have something to springboard off of and know what we want as like the
The
fandom. and
internet will now
community.
cast people.
I whisk. Yeah, I know.
Well, the internet,
Can you
the
imagine?
internet's changing my life. So if I ever land a big thing, I'll be like, well,
Yeah.
because hundreds of people on TikTok wanted it.
I mean, maybe. So Valerie and I are bringing to life scenes from Akatar. We actually have that planned coming up. So
Yeah.
maybe if we can get you stateside,
Get me on that plane.
do something. Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
it'd be interesting. It's actually so fun just to. I was thinking this today actually. Like, Rowan's a new character. So it's like, ooh, but like even like these these
know.
books and people talking to these like the potential book characters, like they describe the personality, and I was like, I could do that. That sounds really fun. Like, you can just be. Some characters are like more similar to your actual personality. Some are like very different. It's just
Who do you think is more similar to your personality?
out of Akatar.
Out of
I
all
guess
of them.
the characters that
Oh.
we've maybe had you do.
Oh, I don't know. because well, Cassian's like quite fiery, right? Rhysand's like a bit of a,
She's kind of cheeky.
and then Rhysand's like what a sweetheart. I'd say I'm probably more
Yeah,
cheeky,
he
like
is
in
sweet.
the right, in most of my, in like I can be really grumpy as well if I'm like hangry, but like,
Maybe Rowan.
but most of the time, like in my day-to-day life, if I'm in like good sleep and like just chilling and like in a good environment, I'm definitely more like cheeky, silly. So
That's like
maybe
Cassian.
then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cassian.
Cassian's very like he has really good banter with Nesta.
Yeah.
Like they have like really good back and forth banter. Sorry, my rabbit just jumped on my computer and was trying to type feedback for the conversation.
This guy's shit.
She has a baby rabbit.
Oh, baby rabbit.
Yeah, she's so cute. Her name is
Of
Nesta
course.
because
That's
Nesta's
cute.
my
Of course.
favorite character. I know. Obviously. Okay, so we have a couple silly
Sweet.
questions. Just funny, silly
Okay.
questions. All right. Are you a dog person or a cat person?
That's actually way harder than I thought. Probably a dog, yeah, dog person now.
A
Yeah.
dog person? Okay. All right. Morning or
I'm not a
night?
person. I'm not a morning person at all. No.
Night owl?
No.
Okay.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Tea or
Coffee.
coffee?
Mm.
Really? I was not
That's because I'm
expecting
British.
that. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah.
true. Like I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Coffee.
no. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm actually tea
really?
all the way. So I
I
am.
love both
yeah.
I used
equally.
to drink tea quite a lot when I was
Yeah.
like living at home with my mum, but like yeah, since I've been like an adult and like working, it's like coffee all day.
Just like straight
No,
or
like, it's really bad. Like I go out and buy coffee like from local baristas all the time, which is not great
That's fine.
financially, but
Yeah.
I like to just have it and go for a
Look,
walk.
I saw
and
this
just chill
thing.
out.
Yeah, and it was like if you spend $5 a day on a coffee or something, however many days a week, and that only amounts to like $1,200 a year, and in the span of 10 years, it's only 12 grand. It's really not going to make or break your life. It's not going to be life changing or life shattering. And if the coffee makes you happy, buy the damn
Exactly.
coffee.
I got
There
Starbucks
you go.
today. It made me very
See.
happy.
Yeah. So buy the damn coffee.
I love my
Um,
cappuccinos.
Yes,
Like I
that's
need
my order
you
as
know.
well.
Mm.
See.
We're best friends. My God, if we are ever in England, I swear you need to meet up with us. I swear,
Or if you're
Hell yeah.
stateside,
or whatever you are at that time. But
wherever you're living.
force you to be your friend.
Not forcing him. Okay, warm weather
Don't have
or
a
cold
choice.
weather?
I can't stand the cold really. But
Okay,
same.
no,
Alright.
I'm a warm weather, definitely.
So would you do beaches or would you do mountains? Like if you're going like on a vacation, would you say, "Oh, I want to go to an island," or would you say, "Oh, no, I want to go like hike
That's
a
tough.
mountain"?
I like because I do like I love nature. Like I do like because I grew up from in like a really small village. So I'm just like I was surrounded by like woods and woodland and like greenery. So that was kind of nice. So I do enjoy like going for hikes and climbing mountains and stuff. But I feel like a beach would be very fun as well. Maybe a bit of both.
That sounds whimsical. Sounds like you lived in magic.
Yeah. But I
That
think
does sound
I
really
think
nice.
you know like where you can do two
Hawaii
days
for
on
you
the
then?
beach and then maybe
Hawaii?
one after you can go up and do a hike up a mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, like Val said, you'd probably like Hawaii. Then there's like a good
Is
mix
It's
of
both. It's both.
Yeah.
It's mountains and beach. It's the
And
best.
a lot
of
of
both
heroin,
worlds.
no?
What?
Meth.
Meth, oh,
meth.
sorry.
Meth.
I saw
Yeah.
Dog the Bounty Hunter, that's all. Yeah,
In
Dog the
Hawaii?
Bounty Hunter, that's the only reason I
Mhm.
know.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's the only impression I've got of Hawaii.
It's not. It doesn't feel quite
Okay,
like
phew.
that. Like
I'll
living
come
there,
over there,
but
I'll go there. I'll go there.
yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Surfing. Excuse me. Oh
I
my
think I'd-
gosh.
Valerie
Snorkeling,
used to live
turtles.
there for what, 3 years?
A little over 3 years.
Yeah.
Probably gonna move
Oh yeah,
back.
then I'll
Miss it
definitely
so much.
trust your judgment more than a Bravo documentary.
But literally, my perfect day in Hawaii would be like, and whenever I had guests, I had a whole plan. Like we would do this morning hike and like on the west side of the island, it was like to like pillboxes, the old World War II pillboxes, like where they used to like want to shoot people out of. And then you go back down, you go snorkel at Electric Beach. Like it's a perfect place to snorkel with warm water. And then you drive up all the way along the coast to watch the most beautiful sunset on the entire island and hang out on the beach. So you literally get like everything. And then you stop and also get poke, which is raw ahi tuna.
I'm sold.
It's like
I'm
the
sold.
best. I should be a tour guide.
You really should.
Yeah.
You,
Everyone
like,
was like,
Val's
"Oh my god, this is the
excursions.
best day ever," and I was like, "I know.
So that isn't that
I've done
is
it
that
7
really
times."
far west or is it east?
It's west. Well, I mean, I guess depending on how you look at it from England, but I mean, you'd have to hop over to DC and then go even more west, and it's like in between California and
Okay.
Japan,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Hawaii. It's like the most It's the most isolated, like land in all of the world.
Wow.
Yeah, which is nice. Sometimes you're like, I'm away from everyone and all the bullshit everywhere. All right, enough about that. Sorry, I derailed the conversation.
No, you're fine. So, you know, if anyone needs to go to Hawaii or tips and tricks, contact Valerie on Whimsy Gossip.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is one thing you're really proud of? Like in your life, you can say like, I'm just really proud of X, Y, and Z.
Ooh. In this chapter full life. I think definitely the men's mental health network I set up for sure. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's definitely.
What's that about? Like, I messaged him earlier and I thought it was a podcast. Yeah. That was my bad. I don't know where I got that from, but can you like deep dive into that
sure.
a little bit?
It's just a network of men from all around the world that I kind of created. I didn't create the men, but
You made them.
Yeah.
Wow, impressive.
Guys, I'm also Jesus. I kind of built a kind of group chat initially, just kind of me and some other of my friends that were kind of struggling with our mental health, to like just people to communicate with each other, to show we're not alone. And then it just kind of catalyzed, and now there's like 57 of us, I think. And they were just like some are people I've like worked with, or former colleagues, or former like friends. Well, now all friends, but just from loads of different parts of life. Some are just complete strangers, but they're like got people in America, Bali, all over the UK, Canada. Like, yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's wild. So.
And is it kind of like when someone's like having like a moment or like a mental health crisis moment, like you're kind of all there to be like,
yeah,
hey,
it's
don't
very
worry.
mixed. It's just a WhatsApp group. I'm not very active on the Instagram. Like I have an Instagram account for it as well, which I'll definitely be dedicating more time to now. But like I didn't really like. It's just I kind of like to keep it kind of low key, like, because if it gets too big, it's kind of just hard to manage, and you kind of lose the authenticity, I guess. Like it's hard to kind of monitor that many people. But yeah. It can be anything, like people having a bad day at work, people having panic attacks like in the evening, people having trouble with exes or current relationships, people talking about their finance troubles or worries, loads of stuff, and they just kind of pop it in the chat. And then the whole reason I set it up was because I've been advocating mental health for years, but people were coming to me on my DMs like a lot, and I didn't have the capacity to give support because I was going through my own stuff. So this is just a nice little way where there's always going to be someone there to reply and support. So it's just nice, and everyone making friends. And, yeah, it's nice. So I'm proud of that.
I think that's so wholesome. Oh my gosh. That's so sweet, because I feel like so many times men's mental health isn't acknowledged, and it's almost like looked at as like a weakness if men show any sort of weakness, and it's looked down upon, where like men struggle like just as much as women do. And I think having like other men, I guess, validating their feelings and how they're feeling, like, hey, you're not alone in this, and having like a corner to turn to instead of society that's going to be like rub some dirt on it, you're
suck
fine.
it up.
Yeah,
like it's a place to be vulnerable, and like in
absolutely.
a safe place to be vulnerable. Like that's lovely, because a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
So aww. Awesome.
That's super cool. We'll tag that all down below. We'll make sure to link all of that, so just send us all the information on that. So you never know who's listening to this and who might actually need something like that in their life, or they may know someone who that could benefit. And also, my last question is, well, besides upcoming projects, but maybe we can't talk about those, but what are you most passionate about right now? Like, what is something, it doesn't have to be like voiceover acting or anything like that, or is it like a TV series, you're like, I am currently binging this, or you're really passionate about X, Y, and Z, or what is currently holding all your attention? Or not all of it, a good chunk of it.
I think that's a really good question. Yeah.
Good job, Tay.
A lot of it is like, I'd say, okay, probably because it's just the most recent. Like, I think a big part of like my brain has been like fixated on like my like passion for like music and DJing. Because I had my first gig on the weekend, so that took a lot of like mental energy, like preparing for that and just getting excited for that and celebrating that. Yeah. So it's just a passion of like, I think the biggest passion, like we kind of discussed it, is like the fact that now I've just got freedom to do. Although right now I'm like, I really need to start like making money and getting more projects and stuff. It's like I shouldn't be worrying about that right now. I should be like just riding the wave. Like I'm confident it'll come, but like it's just embracing it all and all.
It's something we all worry about, right? Like,
and I saw it as a blessing because it's like in my full-time job, I wasn't the happiest, and I was making good money, but I was still technically broke. And now it's like, well, I'm still going to be technically more broke, but I'm probably going to be more happy because I'm going to be more free and I can actually be doing what I want.
Absolutely.
So it's like, there's a balance. Like,
money can't buy you happiness. And like, to be fair, everyone, I guess our generation, I want to say, I just feel like right now, what our parents were able to afford so many years ago off of like their salaries compared, like everything is just more expensive, but the salaries haven't changed. And I just feel like no matter what, like at the end of the day, when you die, not to get too like morbid here, I just feel like there's not anything I want to regret. Like I want to say like, okay, this was a full life. Like I have no regrets. I did everything. And I think that was why I'm so thankful for Valerie to like keep pushing me to do this podcast. Because again, so many times I probably would have like jumped cliff because I don't know, I'm just not normally like this, I guess. And I feel like Valerie's been the one like holding me on. So on my deathbed, Valerie, I will be thanking you because I can just check this box and just call it that. So I think that's great that what you're doing is you're kind of like riding the wave, like you said, but also living for you and what makes you happy. And I think that's so important.
I love that. We're so proud of you.
So
cute.
proud. I'm
also,
so
if you ever make a freaking remix to your Resand audio, I swear to God, please just send it right our way. Like, let's get this on. Like, I am literally, I can't stop thinking about it now that I had that thought of like the beat dropping after. Like,
That's mad because I could probably download it to a USB and actually play around with that. Yeah, that'd be funny.
If you please.
That'd be so funny.
Please,
like,
just,
hello, Fairy
just
darling,
for us,
drop.
but also maybe the world. The world can hear it too, but like really just for me.
Could you make a TikTok next time you're at like a DJing event, and if there is a surplus amount of females there, can you just somehow like insert that in there in like one of your tracks, and then just record a reaction to see if everyone's like, "Wait, what did you just say?" And I just want to know. I just got to know if like.
That'd be so funny.
That would be so cool. That would be so.
Can you say one line from one of our audios on here?
Ooh.
That's putting him on the spot. He doesn't have a script in front of him.
Yeah, but we can just tell him which one do you think, Tay?
Is this a check that it's actually me and not just like me on ChatGPT? I'm on ChatGPT, like say this and just like say husky voice to say it and then like type it.
Do you want them to do like hello Farrah darling or like there you are, I've been looking for you?
Hello Ness.
Oh wait, what was that one quote? Someone asked you to say. Oh goodness, it was that Rowan quote. They commented under your video today that you duetted with us. It was something along the lines of like,
I can't remember Rowan's voice, and I did it earlier.
I will love you between. It was
can't like, make him put a spot with the new character, Tay.
Oh gosh, I don't know. It was like I will love you between the stars and the something, and when there is just dust. I don't know. It was a Rowan quote. I was like, oh, that's a really good one. I was like, dang. Guess we haven't gotten there yet.
Maybe he can find it.
Whisper of dust between the stars, I will always love you. That's quite a long one, isn't it?
Good luck. Figure it out. Just kidding. On the spot.
If you don't want to, no worries.
For the fans.
I can't even remember Rowan's voice already.
It was like The Witcher, kind of.
Similar to Cassian's, to be honest.
Yeah, it was kind of like gravelly.
I need to listen to
kind
of because I can't remember.
All right.
Love this. Where is my wife?
Is that you're British?
My English accent is much better than my Australian accent. I embarrass the hell out of myself with my Australian friend because every
Do you
time
know-
I try to do Australian, I go British, and he's like, "Stop going British." I was like, "I don't know." There's
when I was younger and I did not feel like getting gentlemen's numbers when I went out at the club with my friend Sierra, I had an alter ego, and her name was Annie Cartwright,
Annie
and I'm
Cartwright.
actually
Oh,
from
Cheshire.
Cheshire. Annie Cartwright, I'm from Cheshire. I actually can't give you my number because I'm here on a visa. I'm a P3, but you're more than welcome to find me on Facebook.
Wow.
And so then they would find me on Facebook, but I just couldn't give them my number. And that was so embarrassing so many years ago.
That's actually really cool.
that's going on the
Yeah,
podcast.
That's live. That's
I
not,
love
that's not
that.
gonna edit it out. That's
No, that's
Well-
staying.
You can edit that out. It's kind of embarrassing.
I keep forgetting it. That's gonna be the problem. You give me so many characters. I'm like, who?
We need to stop distracting him, Tay. Let's just let him rowing it out.
Okay.
The music's sick. Okay, I think I got it. This is where
got it?
You caught me. Now I'm a fraud.
Now
Fuck.
you have to remember the
Yeah, I've
lines
got it
too.
on my phone, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This feels so weird. I was on another podcast and they made me do this and I shit myself. And like,
You cheated
Sugar
on
and
us?
salt.
You went on another
I
podcast?
know. I can't believe it.
We're your favorite though, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh? Blink twice for
Don't
yes.
don't do that to
I'm gonna
him.
go back, I'll be like, and they're like, yeah, you're my favorite. You're my favorite. I'm like, play.
We're one of your favorites then.
Yeah, there you go. You can say that.
Oh God, I need to finish the wine.
I can edit it out if it's true. You can say yes and then I'll edit it out. Just kidding.
I've really struggled with not struggled with Rowan, but him and Cassian are so similar. I feel, but I think I went a bit more
Yeah.
husky with Rowan. Okay.
Rowan, you did. I was appreciative.
I feel really nervous. This is why I couldn't be an actor.
Why?
Do you want me
Because
to
we're
close
staring
my
at
eyes?
you?
Do you want me to close your eyes? I don't believe that. I think you'd be wonderful. I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm not gonna look, and then Val won't look, and you're just alone in your room.
As always. I mean, what? Okay, no, I broke character from Cheshire.
Just, yeah. Just tell her.
See, this is why I wouldn't be a good actor if I just corpse all the time. Okay.
That's true.
I've got to be able to read it. Even when this world is a forgotten whisper of dust between the stars, I will always love you.
Yay! That was so good. That was so good.
My God, I love you.
I had to prove that I wasn't a fraud and it wasn't ChatGPT.
It could have been,
gosh.
honestly.
Could have been anyone.
These days, you don't know. You've proven yourself. Now everyone
actually
knows.
right.
Thank you for
Now
doing
everyone
that.
knows.
What a
Yeah,
treat.
you're probably gonna get a cameo of me requesting that momentarily. So
Let me just put up the
Just
price another $20. I'm joking. No,
You
I
need
don't.
to up your
Not for you
rates.
guys, not at all.
Oh my God.
Aw,
No, you do.
Thank you.
You do. That's me being honest. You need to up them. But anyway,
See, she's your
Yeah.
manager.
yeah.
She's like, come on. You're worth more.
You are.
Know
you
your
have, like, a
worth. Know
presence
your
now.
worth. You do.
I think
you
I
are.
counted not long ago, and I totally forgot the numbers, and I was going to count for this, how many times your audio has been viewed. And I think we were like over like 5 or 6 million.
Whoa. That's just for all of them. That's mental.
Yeah. Like I got it. That was back a couple months ago. So let me go and I'll read you the numbers. But it's like the Resand audio, people have made over, like, we're getting close to 600 videos with that audio.
Damn.
Yeah. And like Cassian's like 275, I think, 300. So like people like use this audio, the one Violet audio and Zayden audio, that one has like 175, maybe 200. But like people use your voice and like your audio, like, I don't know. It's just wild. So
That's
I
not even
was gonna
counting
get all
the stuff that
numbers.
we don't see, the people that don't tag us, the people that, you know,
Yeah.
on Instagram, because I'm always on there, like, I see them on my For You page, and I was like, they didn't tag me in Mairsyy.
Mairsyy.
Sorry, Mairsyy. God dang it.
It's another $1. That's another $1 in a jar.
It's another
sip of wine
drink,
for
another
me. Oh,
drink.
dear. No, I'm joking. Another dollar in the jar.
Oh my God. Mairsyy.
You'll get
Yeah.
it.
It's like Mairsyy, like
I'll
French.
do
Like
a
I'm gonna
tutorial
try
on my
to.
TikTok about this is how you actually say my name.
Like Mairsyy. Like actually that makes sense. Mairsyy. Like if I'm just saying it
Mairsyy.
like more not
Mairsyy.
I am actually half Irish, so that would probably work better.
Oh, really? Nice.
Is that why you can do?
Alright.
Is that why you wanted to do an Irish accent, or you just practiced, or?
It's just
I feel like there's like so many like accents. I don't know. Are there more accents around you in England as far as like Scottish and Irish? Like you're more
Well, I know England
exposed to
has
it.
so many different accents. Like my friend Demi
'Cause I
is from
just-
like the heart of London, and she's like Taylor all the time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you are so British, so British. Love
But
you,
we're just
Demi,
not
if
as
you ever watch
exposed.
this.
Like I feel like when I run into like a person from England or Australia or like I'm like
what's the difference?
like starstruck. Like just keep talking. Like just keep. You could say anything right now. Like I talked to like my friend at work who's like Australian, and I'm just like on the phone. Like I don't even know, Keith. I don't even know what you're saying anymore. Like I'm just
staring at you.
listening to your voice. Like I don't even know what you're saying. You should
Just
just
not blinking, just staring at them like, oh my god.
right. Like and like he thought that I meant like what he was saying, like as far as like a technical perspective, and I was like, no, I just tuned out. when you were
Just love the
You're
accent.
not, you're not
It's a
boring.
problem.
I'm just
Mesmerized.
I just don't get this very often, so like just bear with me. Like I just want to enjoy this, but it's
the
fine.
British thing is definitely a
So
thing
thanks.
that I've learned.
Yeah, no, everyone is. I think in fantasy, especially, like if you're not British, it's kind of like
Yeah.
weird.
Like have you seen like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter? Like
Yeah.
everyone has an English
British.
accent.
Yep.
That's what we expect. That's our standard in America for like the olden times fantasy shit. Like, or like, if you don't have a British accent,
And then you tune
it
into
doesn't
your
hit the same.
audiobooks
But
and like, who the
yeah.
fuck is this? I can't believe it.
No,
Why is this
really,
person
I'm
American?
Not kidding you. Yes, 100%.
Like, Rhysand is not
100%.
American.
No,
Get outta
yeah,
here.
It's a disappointment a little
Actually
bit.
did I saw you
Well,
No
it's like,
offense to
it's not
anyone
like
who
you
did the
guys don't
audiobooks, you guys
exist.
did
lean
great.
forward from the chair
Like,
there.
graphic audio's in Maryland. Yeah, graphic
What'd you
audio.
say?
Both leaned forward from the chair there in rage when I did that. 'Cause you're like, no, it's true.
Body
It's true
language.
though. No, it's it just I think you hear it in your head,
Yeah.
and like again, you have these characters and they just become so much, and you have this idea of what they should be, and then even I guess when you just hear them on an audiobook, at least for me, because I'm more of a physical
Mhm.
book kind of person, and I already know what they sound like in my brain, and then when I listen to the audiobook and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like this is not it. It's just not hitting the same. This sounded so much better in my head.
Well, that's why I was
So-
surprised with Zayden, like the American, like we went with the American accent and it hit so well. Like
Yeah.
it just works for that character for some reason.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't picture him not that way. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's interesting though that he's in a fantasy book. He's like fucking riding dragons and
Because
he's
he doesn't
gotta-
say like darling or anything that sounds so strange if you're
Yeah.
American to say.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds so strange. So anyway, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I guess we should wrap this up. But oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this was fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, it was.
I was so
fun.
nervous. I
Why?
was so nervous, but this went because like you're our first like guest, your first international guest, and also like I don't know, you're just like so important to us, and like I feel like we've had a relationship since March, but like we've never really like talked, and so it's like I was just nervous, you know. I was like I just wanted it to go really well,
Very
and it
fun.
did.
No, thank you for having me. It's been great. Hopefully, I haven't made it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have you
Oh,
back
yeah.
on
Hell yeah.
eventually down the line.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you
More
become even
audios.
more famous, and
Yeah.
don't forget us.
Hell no.
When you come stateside, we'll actually have you in
Hell
person.
yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm 5'2", by the way.
yes.
I'm joking.
You're 5'2". I was
No,
like,
you're
fuck off.
not.
No, you're not.
No,
How tall are
tall
you?
are you?
I just envision like the voice thing, like you envision like what I look like in person, and then you just being like, "What the fuck?"
Like I'm 5'7". I'm just like immediately was like
That would
picturing
be-
meeting you for the
that'd
first
be-
time and how like awkward that would be.
Hello.
I'm like towering over you.
You're Mairsyy.
Mairsyy. I don't know how
I'm
tall are you
6'1".
really. Oh my
Oh,
god. Great.
All right.
All
See,
right.
you can just become Book Talk's boyfriend because you have the voice
Yeah.
and you have the height. So there you
Right.
go.
There-
You're
you're
good.
you're
You're
done.
sold.
Don't have a dragon though.
So anyway,
That's sad.
Not yet. You get
I
a
guess
bearded
we can
dragon.
Work on that.
Get a bearded dragon. Name it Mairsyy, not Mairsyy. This is Mairsyy. My name's Mairsyy. You can put wings on it.
Could you imagine?
That's been amazing.
No, I
thank you.
couldn't. Yeah.
Anytime,
I'm so
yeah.
excited for this partnership and to continue and to do more and hopefully one day meet in person. I think that would be
Hell
super
yeah.
rad.
Hell
Super
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Flights to DC it is.
All right.
All right. Dude, have you? Yeah, you haven't been to DC. Like, we could show you around. DC's fun.
DC's
I could
not
show you
fun.
around. Taylor's like, that's my jam. Like, I love DC. Was so much fun.
If he comes to America and comes to East Coast, we got to take him to New York City.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we can take him to New York
Like
too.
New York.
But why do we have to be
DC.
limited? We can do both.
Fair. We
Yeah.
can just do it all.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank
We're
you so
getting
much
ahead
for
of
coming on
ourselves
our
again.
podcast.
We're like planning
Yeah,
everything
carry
out. Like,
Yeah.
That's great.
all right.
Treat
Thank you
myself.
so
All
much. Thank you, Mairsyy, for being on. I love you, Taylor.
Mairsyy, thank you, Mairsyy, for being on the podcast.
Everyone go follow him at Mairsyy on
That's all right,
Instagram and TikTok. What?
Nothing. That's funny. Thank you.
I got it right?
Yeah.
Is it Mairsyy or right? Is it Mairsyy?
Mairsyy.
I
can't.
Valerie.
We gotta make
I
we
can't.
gotta
Oh my
make an
God,
outtake reel of that, just that as well, please. Like a clip, just like here's I don't know who the fuck it is.
How many times?
What this guy's name is fucking something.
Ryan.
Ryan.
We have
Thank
Ryan
you,
on today.
Ryan. It just doesn't hit the same. Anyway, yeah. Follow us at Whimsy Gossip on TikTok, Spotify.
Instagram, all the things, and Mairsyy, MAIRSYY.
Yeah, it's two
Y?
Ys.
SSY?
No, I think it's
Yeah,
SYY,
my handles,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
We'll put that in down below as well.
all the links. And make sure you give him a follow, give him a shout out. And if you have any characters you think he should voice over for audios, make sure to comment down below as well. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
get that going. Or certain lines that we haven't had him say yet for certain characters.
There we go.
So
The possibilities are endless. Thank you
Absolutely.
for being
All
on,
right.
Thank you.
Mairsyy. I don't know.
okay.
I can't get
Bye,
it right.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.